Okay. Got a garden update here. And this one, stuff's finally coming up. I gotta get weeds out here, especially these thistles. But the raspberries are coming up in there. Squash. Different kinds of squash coming up. Oh, those raspberries are looking good, but I gotta get the grass out of here. Apple trees coming alive. In here, we got corn's coming up. Beans are coming up. I put some more beans in around the corn. I wish I had mulched better, and I need to weed. I've been weeding a bucket every day. Cucumbers are finally coming up. Sunflowers. Are coming. Thistles are coming too. Been trying to chop those up, but sunflowers are coming up good. There'll probably be a lot of them. The problem here, usually it's too dry here, but it hasn't rained that much in the last week, and the ground is just saturated. Just over there is just flowing out. It's the water is just coming up from the ground. Can't even really, the lawnmower just rips stuff up. Over here, the deers, and they ain't in here all the time, but I don't know. I'm still working on keeping them out. But more sunflowers, pumpkins, different kinds of squash. Wow, even more is coming up there. Radishes. I think that's chia seeds there. Chia potatoes. I got potatoes in buckets. I got potatoes in the ground. I got potatoes in hay. So I'll have whole lots of potatoes. I just transplanted these. I grew these from seed. They're still small, but a few peppers. Oops. Got tomatoes in here. There was a plant there. The whole plant turned up gone one day. Those are finally growing. What's growing really good is inside here. I got my broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and I think there's a couple of cabbage. But that stuff usually doesn't grow around here because the cabbage moths. But they seem to be going pretty good. Oops. There. Peas. The deer came and ate. I should have peas by now, but I don't know. They grew a little bit. It snowed. They got way knocked back. They grew about this big. A deer came in here and ate them off. I don't know. Potatoes. Deer even came in here and ate stuff off, ate the tops of the potatoes off inside of this. Well, not really enclosed, but right there. So, anybody's got some good ideas to get rid of deers. Compost. I have dumped that one time. I rotate it 2 times a day, and then I put new stuff here, and then I rotate this once a week, and it takes about 3 weeks for the inside the tumbler thing to make compost. I spread it around once already and refilled it. This is where I had the I did my little cold frame experiment. Radishes, carrots, lettuce. It's coming back. None of it looks pretty, but well. I ate a few radishes. I even ate some lettuce out of here the other day. The one here, oh, that one's coming. Flowers. The grass seed seems to be growing, but the wildflowers just aren't growing like I thought they would. Hope to get some bees to come in here. I broke that glass. I need to mow that more, but it's so green. Thistles, holy cow, I'm gonna have to come and chop thistles out of there before they make seeds. Alright. Here's a plant of these currants. A few weeks ago. They're coming up now. The goldies. God dang it. I need to figure out a way to stop deers from getting them, because they seem to like the leaves off of these, off of Goldie's trees. Got all this grass, they got all these, and they eat these little trees. Maybe Goldie should have came to help protect. But you probably need to protect them. We're here. Oh, I gotta mow this. More potatoes. Potatoes back there. The top garden up here. Peas. Looks like something got in there and ate too. Crap. Oh, dang. Radishes coming up. Some of those look like they're about ready to pick. Spinach. Swiss chard wasn't coming, so I just replanted it there. Got some cherry tomatoes, carrots, beets. I didn't do too well, but there's a few. A lot of weeds to pull. Yeah. More potatoes. In here. Blue jays. Those are some tomatoes. The plants came from stores, but they're doing really good in here. Peppers. The tomato in the butt. And the thing in the middle, sitting up top, is my gojis. They're finally growing a little bit, so I moved them into that. There's some another cherry tomato out here, and I don't remember. One of them is broccoli, and the other one is Brussels sprouts. The yellow, here's the overflow off of the rain catching. The yellow floating on top is tree pollen and pine trees. When the wind blows, you can actually see it floating through the air. There's so much. Honeyberries. There's some honeyberries coming in a couple weeks. That's way more than has ever been on here before. A couple weeks, I should be able to pick some of them. The grass I reseeded is doing good. Different color, but again, and there's some 3-leaf clovers in there, but I don't know, for whatever reason the wildflower didn't really come up. I do have